Hi, I'm Steve. I'm autistic and I suffer with a disability called dystonia. Now, dystonia is a fine muscle condition that affects fine motor control. For example, if I attempt to lift only my middle finger, the entire muscle group goes on a party. They get a load of beer, they get a load of girls, and I think if I kept talking there, I would have ended up making a fingering joke, which, as you can imagine, this makes playing World of Tanks rather difficult, because moving mouse is kind of part of the game. Now, I am still very good at the game, and that is because I employ logic and reason and a lot of experience to the games that I play. So, in this episode of Best Plays, we're going to look at just that: best plays, odd positions, and the weird moments that you may be able to incorporate into your gameplay. Before we start though, funny dystonia story. Other day, I was watching a YouTube channel called Honest Gaming, and because my hand was shaking so much, I accidentally hit the subscribe button. I mean, I was going to do that anyway, because his content was really top-notch, but, Tank body language is something that with many thousands of games under your belt, you become fairly adept at reading. The best example of this comes from autoloaders, who upon making an engagement that finds them bereft of shells, they end up looking like this. Pow! 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 That shit. I may as well have the loader jump out of the tank and do this. Don't worry, I'll sort it. Don't worry, we're still loaded. This is just for aesthetic purposes. Regardless, as potent a weapon as interpreting tank body language can be for you, equally deadly is its antithesis, that being manufacturing your body language in order to influence the behaviour of others. It's like when you meet someone that you absolutely hate and you're just like, oh hi, could you fuck off and die? Hi, nice to meet you. In this situation, I'm loading high explosive to secure a kill on a heavy tank that I can't otherwise penetrate. And me having already dealt a double shot of HE, he is well aware that I am loading HE. He's well aware that the next time he pokes out, he'll vanish. Oh, this is the end of the Foshgate tank. His knowledge of my HE explains why he's completely unwilling to emerge from behind the rack there. Now, while HE would be a perfect ammo for dealing with that Chrysler, it'd be highly inappropriate to use against this KV-4 to the right. Therefore, if I aim at the KV-4, right, this Chrysler is going to naturally assume that I've reloaded AP or heat in order to fight the KV. And that will make him more likely to emerge, in my mind at least, so that's exactly what I do. Here's what I'm thinking though. If I aim at the KV-4, he'll think that I've not loaded HE anymore. That is a bait and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Module targeting seems like a refined skill, although its skill flaw is targeting the engines of enemy vehicles not only cripples their mobility, also gives you a chance to set a fire, adding a scathing, burning insult to their upcoming injury.
Hey, I'm trying to be nice. I know the fucking thing, you might have to take it out from a couple of pieces of sandstone and reconstitute the fossil, but that's besides the point.
True story, bro. So I targeted the engine with every single shot so far. Want to provoke an engine fire. You can see we've already knocked out his engine, so he's pinned there. We're just pummeling shots into his engine. Should be able to take him out before he even reloads, and that's GG. Sometimes the line between luck and skill can be ever so blurred. Regardless, when you do make an assumption, nurtured by your own experience and refined by your knowledge, it can feel really cathartic. Botting check on base. did get spotted. Interesting. Now, does that not tell us some useful information, chat? Yes. Yes, it does. Alright, so where's this MT-25 then? Oh my god, what a guess, chap! What a guess, though! What a guess! Oh my god! Oh, let's talk about it! I want to talk about it! Sometimes it's not huge brain strats that make you a credit to both yourself and your team. It's instead navigation and utilization of the menu and interface.
Yeah.
Here's a tip for you lads. When you do the I'll help you or something above a tank, you'll notice this icon above that tank. Now if you hit the Z button, you can't actually say I'll help you again to that person. So hover over them and hit T to remove that. That way you can get back to the I'll help you menu if you need to. And that way you don't have to remove it if you... What? That was the most epic kill I've ever made in my entire life. Extensive map knowledge can offer some fruitful results. It's always good to have little nuances and map positions strats stored away for use at a particular time. Or in this case, a game circumstance which is so nuanced and rare that I myself have yet to find cool to use it. Oh, by the way, Ian, you want to show my chat my sexy position? Okay, chat, you're going to be educated by Ian's Swedish booty. Very odd position and only suitable if the light tank that's in the middle isn't alive, but you can actually get up to very high up in this location. And it actually provides you really quite ravenous shots on the 90 line that are normally cut off by the ridge line. As you can see by Ian here, you can actually achieve a massive amount of height up here. And if Ian turns around, you'll see he's got shots on people like that Foch B, people like that Object 140. Whereas if you were sat by those poles, like people are normally, you don't have a shot because of that ridge line. Ian, can you confirm, do you have shots on there when you get set? Do you have shots on that Object 140?
I mean, yeah, behind this,
Yeah.
this little digger thing.
So it's a very nuanced position for a very rare and particular game state, but you can get up here. So just keep it in mind. So this little bit of hair is being a bitch right now, and it said it will go back up if you like the video, so do me a favour. Well, I guess someone didn't like it. The overmatch mechanic in Water Tank states that if a shell caliber is over 3 times the nominal thickness of the armor surface that it hits, then it is incapable of ricocheting, regardless of the angle. This is why a shot like this is possible. Okay, VK's dead, that's very nice. Overmatch? Oh, that is filthy! That is utterly filthy! With a Russian 1-2-2, I got that overmatch. That is mental. This shell would have travelled like this, impacting the engine deck of the IS where it's only 30mm thick. As I was firing a 122mm gun, overmatch is in play, and the shell penned. On occasion, credit should be given. The double-barreled tech tree is one of the least offensive lines wargaming introduced to the game as of late, which is impressive given the new mechanics that I wielded. And you've got to fall in absolute love with the sound design of the double shot. But Wargaming actually implemented a little underappreciated gem when it comes to these tanks. A little bit of
playable physics and realism.
If you point your guns backwards over the rear of your tank and fire the double barrel, you get a speed boost.
No, it doesn't.
It does, I swear to God. I can show you, hang on.
Yeah, I'm ready for your speed boost, man. Show me.
Okay, alright, hang on. In 3, 2, 1.
What?
You see that?
Yeah? What?
I swear to God.
Why?
If
Why?
you want to interrupt a cap with a double-barreled tank, right? Have 2 shells far behind you. You get to the cap quicker. Tactics. Experience with a meta can indicate to you enemy positions bereft of any other clues. And sometimes, refinement of that can make you feel like Neo. Instead, gonna push down this side. See if I can own this hill a bit. Don't want to stop here. We'll stop here though. That is exactly why. Oh! Suddenly skill level There's a point later in this game as well where in the midst of losing the battle, I in fact saved myself a little bit more by choosing to reverse side snipe when I'm set upon by this Barask, saving me from the second shell, which is a nice bit of gameplay. Oh, you've come all the way up here to see me? Well, isn't that sweet of you, fine sir? Oh, that reverse side snipe though, chat. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that reverse side snipe? Mwah. Here, I've aggressively played the Waffenträger Panzerfähre into a flank pressure position on Studzansky, and well aware that the Skoda T56 is nearby and very likely to pounce on me, I am keen to leave. Oh man, he poked out at just the wrong time, did he? Now, at this point, the Skoda poking around here has got to assume that I'm still on the inside where I killed the Scorpion. So it's clear that he's going to move in to that position. As such, I move myself out of proxy, hold the shot until his spotting rays of his gun and cupola are blocked by the building that he's going to, and then fire. And it's gorgeous. No, you didn't. That is fucking gorgeous. That's absolutely gorgeous gameplay. Some circumstances in-game are just very, very satisfying. Here you'll see a situation where I'm attacked by 2 enemy tanks. They position terribly, so I leave the most exposed one for my team whilst prioritizing the other. Small gun. Oh, what terrible shot by me. Okay, let's lure them into the open if we can. Oh, they're too aggressive on the part of the box tank. Let's leave that box tank in the open for our team. Pull this guy around in front of our gun. Okay, gorgeous. Box tank should die to our team, and we're just going to wrap up this guy with our mobility. Oh, serving up a platter here, boys. Onwards! Ah, no! So that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, if you learned something, click the like button. If you want to see more content from me, you can subscribe. And also, on the outro screen, you will have a Strange Shenanigans playlist, which has hilarious moments. And you'll also have a link to a Learn What a Tanks playlist, which has lots more videos in this style that can help you get to grips with the mechanics of the game and improve your gameplay. So thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Master of variety, creator of the classiest society, and nothing can beat him but the Tiger P, he's always delivering. That is no Estonia, his hands are calm. That is wargaming shivering, strong like a Range Rover, hot like a flamethrower. He'll beat your chieftain in the talk, game over. Raping games and KV trains, rushing